Hello everybody, hope everyone is well. Just jumping on, doing a quick video. Absolutely no script, as it always is with me. Going back a couple of weeks, I did a post saying that I was going to do a live case study of one of our websites. So this is actually a website which, going back a few years, it was a joint venture of mine and a good friend of mine, a good client of ours as well, and we actually set this up as a bit of a side project together, and it started to generate quite a decent amount of revenue. Some months it was doing 10k plus, average order value of around £1,000 or so. So we were getting a decent amount of orders in, decent amount of traffic, and it's something which we kind of left and it slipped by the wayside really. And I thought, at the beginning of the year, it's something we need to pick up again, really. We've tried a lot of different things over the years, to get it back up and running. And we just really haven't had that consistency to push it forward and haven't been able to really give it the time that it deserves. And, quite often, other SEO people know what I mean with that, with all different side projects, different ideas that they have. So this website in particular, I was going to jump on a video, go through the history of it. Because ultimately I feel as if this video and the following videos as well, I'll be able to give a bit of background in terms of what's been done on the website previously, and almost treat this as a bit of over the shoulder type tutorial where I know I've got a lot of marketing managers on here that are at ecom brands, got a lot of junior SEOs with maybe less than 2 years worth of experience. I'm sure I've got a lot of business owners as well who are trying to get their own websites off the ground. So just thought it'd be good to maybe just talk people through strategies that not only that I would use on my own projects, but my main business, which is the SEO agency Quirk Digital, give a bit of an overview of some of the stuff that we would actually use to get e-commerce websites ranking. But yeah, so there's a lot of different things going on with this website at the minute. Products are being changed, different variants of products are actually being added to the site. We're actually using it as a bit of a live practical case study as well, not just obviously for LinkedIn, but this is something which some university students are going to be digging into and providing their insights on. So it's definitely something which, there's going to be a lot of eyeballs on it over the next couple of months, and it'll be really good to actually detail the growth of it, so that everyone who's watching these videos, everyone people in the universities who are going to be contributing to the website, they'll really be able to see the progress of the website and how certain things can impact the site. So what I'm going to do to begin with is just run through a bit of history in terms of the domain, what it was used for previously, how it's got to where it is today, and a bit of an overview of the different tools that we're going to be different types of tools that we're going to be using to actually take this website forward, and pretty confidently in saying it's going to start generating revenue again. So in terms of obviously the website, it's built on Shopify. Just a regular Shopify theme, really clean design. To be fair, we spent quite a bit of time getting this right over the years. So yeah, it's, as I said, quite basic in terms of how it's set up. We've purposely left quite a few, for the purpose of this video, and something that we're going to be doing at the university as well, is we've quite purposely left a few errors on the website, so that don't worry too much about them being there, because it's stuff which is going to be highlighted in audits to come over the next couple of weeks. As I said, the way it's set up, we've got a lot of categories on there. We've got a lot of subcategories on the site, a lot of brands. There's obviously a lot of products which fall under these ranges as well. Ignore this UX issue. This will be sorted. But yeah, a lot of products on here, a lot of information. Products generally do rank quite well. But yeah, really looking forward to going into this, and obviously there's a lot of issues on the website at the minute that we're looking forward to fixing, and we'll really give you guys a taste of what a successful SEO campaign looks like. So to begin with, obviously, we look into Google Search Console. So this is the actual history of the domain. So you're going back 16 or so months as far as Search Console will let us. You'll be able to see that the website generally, it's always been between around like 15 clicks a day and 50 clicks a day. Even back here when it was obviously generating a decent amount of revenue, 50 clicks a day, and it was turning over decent amounts of orders per month as well. If you look at the types of keywords that it ranks for, there's obviously, these are the ones that have got the clicks over time, so typically longer tail keywords, some branded stuff as well, which is obviously really good considering it's just a side conquest. But yeah, purpose of this is we want to see these 15 to 20 clicks a day. We want to see that over the 50 to 100 mark, but with keeping this level of relevancy up with the different types of searches as well. Obviously, when we're going away and doing the keyword research, we'll be looking at, obviously, we'll be using Semrush's toolkit. I do think it's really good. It's very easy for people to understand. You'll be able to look at, digging into, topical clusters, digging into, creating a content plan, understanding what keywords certain categories can rank for, what certain keywords certain products can rank for. Obviously, a lot of the strategy which has been done so far, if we actually look into it. So we look into the blog. There's obviously, some content which has been added over time, which is typically, longer tail stuff, which, some of it is highly relevant, pros and cons, that type of content. Then you've got like your, top of the funnel type stuff, which is probably more to attract links and attract blogger style links as well. So there's a lot of this stuff on there. So what we'll do, we'll go away, utilize Semrush to actually create a keyword list. Then what we'll do is use keyword insights, something which I'm a big fan of, something that we use a lot in our agency as well. And we'll actually map out what pages we need on the website, what pages need to be improved on the website. And that will be a bit of a step-by-step process as well. So that'll be really fun to do. If you're not actually using this tool already, it's something which it's obviously becoming a lot more popular, but it's something which is, in my opinion, it is very underestimated, underutilized as well. But we'll obviously use keyword insights to really push things forward. Ahrefs as well. I mean, again, this is another commonly used tool, but you'll be able to see, obviously looking at history of the site here, we'll be able to look at the actual keywords that are on here. So the really interesting thing about this website is that, I didn't just randomly think of the name Faber. It was actually an expired domain from Odys, which is, if people don't know it, it's essentially expired. Domains, or domains that have been caught by people before they actually expire. So there's a lot of these age domains on there with a lot of history. This was something that I picked up. I mean, I can't remember the exact amount, but it was probably maybe £400 at the most. We actually purchased it. It had some history. It had some relevant links on there as well. And aside from that, in terms of link building, what we've done is we've done like citation building. You can see them here, like your proven experts, help staff discounts, yellow place, these types of sites, all the directory listings. We've done a lot of them, which is obviously helped. As I said, when we took over the site, it was like an Italian wine blogger. So this helped actually build more relevancy around being an e-commerce store, which is something which we'll drill a little bit more into in future videos. We've actually done bits of like guest posting as well. So we've done some of that type of stuff. We've used like paid link placements as well. So stuff that I'd probably consider as being great at SEO tactics. We've done quite a bit of that over the years, and had decent success with it up until recently. So it'd be good to actually pick things back up and make some progress with it. We've done bits of like Harrow link building as well. I mean, I can't actually see many examples of it here, but I do recall us being featured in some decent publications. Like we were in Shopify's marketing guide as well. Don't know why this is here. Maybe it's been lost over time. Let's have a little look. Yeah, it has. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here which we can build on. A lot of stuff which, you know, I've let slip, if I'm being honest. So a lot that we can go at. You know, a lot of positive signs as well. So if you look at the site, this is probably when it was generating its most traffic. Beginning of 2024, we actually changed it to an affiliate style website. So it wasn't Shopify layout. It was actually a blog which had links to affiliate products, which actually, although it didn't generate much traffic, it made a few sales. That actual change, when it was an e-commerce site, you know, on average, you know, over a year period, it was probably making, you know, around £4,000 to £5,000 a month. And when we actually changed it to affiliate, that went down to around £50 a month, or $50 a month through Amazon. And it's something which obviously we kind of left running, ticking over in the background. But as people know in the SEO industry at the minute, it's very hard to get them niche style blogger websites to rank. Google's not really showing them much love or much interest. Hence why, beginning of the year, we've actually switched it back up to the website that you see today, which is Shopify. Obviously, a lot of decent keyword rankings here, not a massively competitive industry. So, you know, there's a lot to build on, a lot of stuff that I'm excited with. But yeah, I hope everyone, you know, who's watched the video to the end, you know, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try and do this bi-weekly, and you know, we'll just take things step by step, and we'll start to audit the website. You know, as I've pointed out so far, we've missed out some key elements on the website, like the heading structure. Obviously, certain things have been done like this on purpose, as part of another project. So we've got a lot of this on here, a lot of like UX issues. I mean, product layouts. I mean, I don't even think that we've got a H1 on there. Product descriptions are obviously showing up, but yeah, I mean, common issue with Shopify sites as well, like the URL structure hasn't been created correctly. So this is all stuff which, you know, you Shopify store owners, you know, keep your eye on, because there might be certain things that we highlight here which might actually be holding your website back as well. But yeah, if anyone wants me in following videos to run through anything in particular, give me a shout, and you know, I'll see how I can work it into the strategy.